Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Joni. This is Weathered Wings. Happy Sunday. Y'all, let's add some resin to this pumpkin. And guess what? I found my little acorn. If you joined me Friday, Friday, when I added my paper to my board here, and then I heated it up, I blew everything off. So, anyway, I found most everything. I found my little acorn that I was looking for, and I found my leaf, okay? So, and I've added some glass, and we're gonna add some resin, like I promised, okay? So, first of all, let me send a text. Now look, if you want to be notified when I go live, text this number. Okay, and then all you have to do is text it and say hello or add me to the list. You don't really have to say anything. All right, so I'm gonna copy my link. Hold on one second. Let me just do all the things so we can get some people to join us. Oh shoot, hold on. Send anyway. All right. I keep saying, are you sure? I said, let's add resin to our pumpkin art. How is that offensive in any way? I'm so confused by this. I'm gonna have to find out what's going on with that. Okay, so we're gonna have some people join us in just a bit. Let me make sure my sound is off. Okay, so what I'm going to do first, I'm going to put some gloves on. So when you're playing with resin, you do want to add, you want to wear some gloves. You want to have your hair up because you don't want anything falling in. You want to make sure your board has no little dusties on there. And oh look, I don't know if you remember, when I did this on Friday, I was a little bit bummed because I didn't put enough, patina, which is my decoupage medium. I use DIY liquid patina as my decoupage medium. And I didn't put enough on the back of this, so I thought, the back of the paper. Now look, let me show you this paper. Y'all, this paper I'm just obsessed with. It is the most prettiest paper I think I have seen. Hold on, before I put these on. And I cut it up, but look, so this pumpkin and everything on there came from this one paper. It's a recycled paper. Look at this pumpkin though, y'all. I got to use this really soon. Look how pretty that pink and orange and yellow one is. There's also a really big green one. I've got two. I'm gonna use probably both of these this week. So if you want to copy what I'm doing, you'll want to get this paper. So pretty. I love it. While I'm thinking about it, let me put the link to the paper in here. Now, my friend Tammy sells it, okay? So you would just have to click on this link, and she's kind enough to give me a little commission if you buy it through this link, since I'm sending you over there. So when you go over there, okay, all you have to do, all right, that's the link. All you have to do is search fall pumpkin paper, okay, and you'll see it, okay. Look for the big pumpkin paper. There'll be lots of pretty papers. I should show you everything I got from there. Let me show you one other thing. You can't tell anybody about it though. Hold on. Between me and you. This Christmas tree mold, have y'all seen this? I sell IOD and I don't have this. But Tammy sent it to me, and so it's just really pretty. It's really pretty. So anyway, there's that. Just wanted to kind of I saw that and I was like, oh. Okay, anyway, let's see. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna try to put my gloves on. First of all, I'm gonna put a little cornstarch on my hands because these gloves are really small. And someone told me that if you put powder on your hands, you can get your gloves on easily. And guess what? They were telling the truth. It was like an OJ moment, you know, when he couldn't get those gloves on his hands. That's what I have been like with these gloves. All right, so I got my gloves on. Do you have any questions before we get started? Do I have Christmas paper in stock? Look for, right, Debbie? Look, click on that link that I just sent you because my friend Tammy carries so many papers. I have some that I don't have on my site yet. There's just so many. But just search for Christmas papers when you click on that site because she carries Roycycled, she carries Decoupage Queen. There's so many that she carries. But anyway, I told her make sure she has this one in stock because it's curated by Lexi Grinzer. I don't know if y'all are familiar with her, but she is does a lot of watercolor, and she's the one that's done a couple of IOD's transfers, the Whisper and Willow transfer, if you're familiar with that. She also did last year's Christmas transfers, and maybe this year's, a few of it, a little bit of it, I'm not sure. But she is a watercolor artist, and so this was curated by her, and Roycycled, y'all know Royce from Roycycled. She carries it. And so anyway, Tammy is a retailer for Royce. All right, so I've got the resin here. This is Naked Fusion is the resin I'm using. There's a part A and there's a part B. Now, I have marked my cup here. I have some, it's really good to use a silicone cup. But mine aren't totally clean from my last time, and I'm out of alcohol, and so I really need to clean them with alcohol. I'm going to actually put my heat gun just on my cup, just a little bit, just to blow out anything that could possibly be in there. And anyway, resin likes it warm, so I just thought about that. That might be a good, that might help. So I marked a 1 ounce, and then 2 ounce, and then a 4 ounce. And I've got some other things that need resining. So I'm gonna go ahead and do, I don't know if y'all remember those trays I did, they need 1 extra layer. So I'm gonna do 4 ounces, even though that's too much. And I've got my, oh, what I was gonna say is, maybe I already said, but when I said I thought I didn't put enough liquid patina under this paper, look at the paper, there's no more wrinkles. I'm so excited. When it dried, it's just, ta-da, it looks great. So I was a little worried about that. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna put resin, I'm gonna go up, this is part A, I'm gonna go up to my 2 ounce mark. So one of them is the hardener and one of them is the resin. This is the resin actually. Wait, okay, I need to put it down so I can get it. That's a lot of resin. But I was just gonna go ahead and make it up. Pretty important to get it even. Part A, part B, it's pretty important to get equal amounts. Hey Tony. Yeah, I'm a little bit late, y'all. I rushed to Michael's because I got email that they were having 70% off on their canvases. So I ran, you know, those thick canvases that I love. So I ran over there real quick. They're wiped out. There were none on the shelf. I was like, what on earth? It's like toilet paper. There were no canvases left. So I guess I'm just gonna order online. But y'all, they're 70% off. Okay, so there's the part B. Hey, Karen. Thank you. There's two Karens. How are y'all? Hey. All right, so I'm gonna just stir now. I need, let me just look at my watch. All right, so, okay, so at 4:53, and it was right on the kind of the 0 second, so that's good. So I'm gonna stir this, and I'm gonna stir it. I hope I don't wanna drop it, but I'm gonna stir it for 3 minutes. I'm gonna scrape the sides as I go. Scrape the bottom. And it should get clear in like 3 minutes. So my husband also told me, y'all, that wood has come down. We were talking about houses, and he said lumber has actually gotten back to like the price before COVID. And I was like, oh, good, because I need a sheet of lumber for you to cut up. I hadn't bought any lumber. You know, I buy those sheets from Lowe's. They're 1/2 inch. It's called blonde wood or white wood, and it comes in a 4x8, 4 feet by 8 feet. And I just buy that. It used to be like $30-something, and I have Ralph just cut it into different sizes. I used to measure my transfers and kind of get them at a good size for those. Oh, I'm a little warm. It's hot here in Alabama today, but like I said, resin likes warm temperatures, and so I'm not going to turn the air on. I'll just, you know, sweat it out. I used to actually, well, in the winter I do. When it is cold, I'll put my resin in a Tupperware, not Tupperware, like a rubber basket, rubber bucket or whatever, and I'll set it on my vent in my closet where it gets really warm. I probably should have done that. So I got 1 more minute. Let's see. Hey, Verla, that's what Ralph said. That's what he said. I've not checked to make sure. My family doesn't like when I say, are you sure? They get mad because they're like, yes, I'm sure. But it's a habit of mine. I was like, are you sure? So I'll ask him again just to make sure. Oh, your brother's in Hawaii, Debbie? I like this one, Karen. I like Naked Fusion. Now, you know, you can tape your sides. I normally just rub a little of the resin around it. It's nice to tape the back of your canvas. I did not do that because I just didn't plan properly, and I didn't do it, and I didn't want to take all this off after I got it all on here. So it looks nice though when you tape the back. I really don't ever tape the sides, but usually I will tape the back just so I can peel that off. But if you get resin hardened up, it'll harden in little drops, drips. Oh, it's time, y'all. I was sitting there talking. So I just take my stick and I just drizzle it on my glass first. You can move that glass around if it's, you know, if it's not how you want it. Once you do this, you can move it. also will buy, I've been repurposing my wood pieces actually, you know, but I will buy canvases at the thrift store as well, y'all, and cabinet doors. Y'all know I love to go to the Restore, the Habitat Restore, and buy cabinet doors. You can't ever get lumber as cheap as you can get a cabinet door, and they work. I mean, they're really good canvases. But if you want a big flat piece of wood, I'm gonna move a little piece down here. It's rare to find papers. Well, I don't use papers a lot because I like, if I do, it's usually as a background. But I love this paper because of the single images that are on there. So it really, you cut them out and it really just looks like you painted it on there. I really think it's cool. Okay, so now I'm just gonna kind of go around. My biggest problem with resin is I use too much. You don't need a ton. But if you don't put enough, sometimes it'll get little little crevices in it. But I usually do 2 coats anyway. So that's what I'm saying. I've got a couple of trays that I did. If I have resin left, I may use all this. I may not have realized how much I needed. So I ended up painting my sides of this as well. It's also important to have this level when you get, mine is not level right now, so I'm gonna move it because this, for some reason I can tell it's just, or either my board's a little warped and I'm not sure why it would be. It's one of those boards for paint pours. So it's not a canvas. This is a board from Hobby Lobby that, I'm just gonna go ahead and pour it out. That is for paint pours. So it's a little bit sturdier, but it seems to be a little lumpy jawed for some reason. Let's see what else I have over here. I have a little rubber spatula, but it looks like I've used it to spread some paint or something, so I better be, you don't want to do that. This self-levels, so you don't have to worry about it too much. I mean, you do have to spread it out. A lot of times I'll just use my hand. And I will do that for the sides, but let me just get it all spread out here. I'm glad I didn't make just 2 ounces. I don't think I would have had enough. I'm missing a question. Again, my nose starts dripping. Oh, really? Idaho is still, Hey, Rob. How's it going? Oh, well, my comments just disappeared. Yes, I'm using resin. Every now and then I have to get my resin fixed. And I just thought this paper was the perfect thing for it. So this is a decoupage paper by Roycycled. Well, it's a Roycycled paper curated by Lexi Grinzer. I'm not sure exactly how all that works, but I have the link in there, the Flippin' Furniture link. That is my affiliate link with Tammy. Who is in Myrtle Beach right now. So I'm jealous. He's there for a work mastermind. Again, jealous. She's with Damon. Y'all know Damon with Deco Exchange. She is in his mastermind, and they are in Myrtle Beach. I think it's Myrtle Beach. That's where they used to go. They're staying at a different house. Oh, that's looking good. All right. You have about, I'd say 30 to 40 minutes to work with this resin before it starts getting, before it starts curing on you. Well, I'm going to tell Ralph I don't know if you're correct. I just want to make sure. So see these little mushrooms? If y'all are familiar with the Whispering Willow transfer, these little mushrooms, there were a lot of mushrooms in that. And so I can tell this has Lexi all over it. Really love that these other two ginormous pumpkins. But I wanted to use my blue glass for some reason, and you can use clear glass. That's what I'm going to use. That's what I ended up going to use. I looked for the Krylon paint at Michael's, and they didn't have any. But I forgot. Jeannie reminded me that you could use alcohol ink to color your glass. Totally forgot about that. So I do have lots of alcohol inks. And I have the hot pink, and I have oranges. Well, do I have orange? I think I do. So I don't know. I may color the glass, or I may just use clear. Because when you use clear, it takes on the color underneath. So I have before, I will just paint something. Like I painted a red heart one time and then just put clear glass over it, and it looked like the glass looked like it was red. That makes sense. Now I decided not to put glass on any of this other stuff. I just wanted the pumpkin to be the focal point, actually. don't know. Can you share a link? I did, Karen. Is it not up there? I'll do it again. There it is. So when you click on that link, that's my affiliate link for Flippin' Furniture. When you click on that link, you know, she has like a menu and it'll say papers, but just, there's a little search, you know, the little, I got this all over my face. The little, like the magnifying glass when you search for something, just put in fall pumpkin paper. And several things may pop up, but you'll see this. You can't miss it. I mean, you just cannot miss it. And I sent her a message, I should say, and asked her, if it, you know, is it in stock? Please put it in stock. Please get it if you don't have it. So she did. She made sure that it. All right, so I think I've got it totally covered. Now, the next thing you want to do is get anything out that you see. I see some bubbles, so I'm going to use my heat gun. But first of all, for that, I'm going to take some in my hand and I want to rub it along the sides here. Probably can't see that, but I can't lift it. So hopefully when I do it like this, I don't get so much on there that it drips. Just getting a fine, thin layer on the edges. I have it propped up. I don't know if you can tell that. I have it propped up on some little plastic cups. Oh, y'all, I have not even mentioned my membership. I don't know if you've gotten my emails. I've sent some emails about my membership is open right now. So we just got through with a workshop, the church, textured church painting, which is behind me. You can still sign up for that workshop if you missed it. And you know, it's still available. It just won't be live. I did it live for 3 different nights and answered questions. And so, but my workshop is open through Sunday, now until Sunday. And I'm pretty sure this is it's been at this price for about 2 years, and I've added so much to it. So this may be the last time it's at this discounted price. But you know, if you're you know, I posted on Facebook, I don't know if y'all saw my post where I asked what frustrates you the most about creating, and the most common answer I got was how to start, and not knowing when to finish, when you're finished. So, y'all, I can help you with that. You know, you don't even need your own ideas. I come up with ideas. I do give you alternatives and suggestions if you want to do something a little different than I'm doing, if you want to make it your own. But I help you with all that. We go step by step, so you'll know how to start, and you'll know I help you, and I push you through the doubt stage. A lot of you start doubting. You know, there's a stage you go through, kind of, it's like growing up. You go through kind of an awkward stage with art, and you have to just keep going, because it's like, oh, this doesn't look good, but you got to keep going. So I help you just do that, and then, of course, I help you finish. So, if you have any questions about it, let me know. I'll put the link for that in here, too, before I get off of here. Thank you, Verla. Okay, now, y'all probably can't see, but there's little bitty bubbles everywhere. So I am going to, let's see, I was going to take my gloves off. Let me do that. Let me just do that. I can always add another one, but I don't want all the resin on my heat gun. You can also use a torch. Okay, so I've used that before. That this is a little scary for me. So I like to use my heat gun. Let's see. We're just gonna go for it. All the little bubbles start popping. Can y'all see it popping? I tried to zoom in a little bit where you could see it some. You don't want to hold your heat gun in place. Just keep moving it. Okay, now if you see something, like I see a little something right there, I'm gonna get, oh, my toothpicks aren't down here. I'll get a clean, I don't know what it is, but a toothpick would be good. But I like to just kind of get that out. All kind of little dust bunnies can fly in this. Now, you can come, I always come back like, for like 30 minutes, I'd say. I kind of check it every 10 minutes, and you can hit it with the heat gun again. Oh, I see some spots. See right here? I don't know if you can see on the mushroom, there is a couple of little just circles where there's not any resin. So look over it really good. Make sure it's, especially you have it on the glass good. Again, this self-levels. So I think I've got it. Just make sure. I think I actually want to add, there's one little spot right there where it needs like a piece of glass, I think. Right there. I'm going to add a little more resin on top of that to hold it in there. And I'm thinking it looks pretty good. See that? All right, I think I love it. I'm going to hit it one more time. Keep it moving. All right, one other thing. I'm gonna put another glove on. Because when you use that heat gun, it does kind of blow some of the resin along over the sides. And so I wanna make sure it's not dripping. Okay, so I'm gonna rub those one more time. And I'm going to put it on something and I'm going to cover it up. I'm actually just going to slide it under something. I'm going under the edges here just to move some of those drops. But if they dry with drops, it's okay. You can use your heat gun and melt them a little bit and take your X-Acto knife and just kind of snip them right off. Right. You need a good light too, because I can see in the light. All right. I should have left that glove on. Hold on. Let's see if I'm missing any questions. Debbie, thank you, girl. Rob, thank you so much. How have you been? Let's see. They are, Betty, aren't they? Oh, Jeannie, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. It is $26 a month. My membership is $26 a month. That is all. We do 2 projects, and I mean, they're good projects. We don't do any Dollar Tree crafting. I like to say that, even though there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, there's enough of those out there, so we don't do that. We do stuff pretty much like this, but most of them take, you know, and you're not committed. I mean, you don't have to stay if it's something that, you know, you don't think you'll like. Me to show you a little bit close up. Okay. You know, we do projects similar to this, but we start at the very beginning. I give you a supply list. I give you everything you need, and we go through step by step. All right, so I'm going to set this off. You know, first of all, I got to put something down over there for it to lay on. Hold on. Something. Let me just. I'm touching everything. Hold on. Oh, here's something. I'm going to put a little bit more on my tray, so hold on a sec and see if I have enough left. I've got one of my little trays. I love this so much. Oh, I love this so much. Hold on. I get too excited. Okay, y'all remember this tray right here? It's kind of messy. Got resin all over. You really need to put something rubbery down. Let's see. I need... Hold on. I'm using all my gloves, but this has, you know, this looks like it has some stuff on it. Now, normally what I do when I put my second coat on, I use this to blow off anything. Normally I will sand it. Let me show you. Let's see, is this a piece of sandpaper? No. This really doesn't need sanding, but there's just like this one little spot right there that's a high point. Let me get another sanding sheet. It just has a few little divots in there, but see, I'm going to sand that little spot down right there. Let me see if there are any more of those. Y'all, it's just, I'm just a little anal when it comes to stuff like this. Feel for anything. Okay, now you're just sanding that top layer of resin, so you're not hurting anything. Let's see. You do, Tony? Well, I do need just another coat of resin, and I just set it over to the side because I just don't do resin all the time, and so let's just see if I have enough left here. If not, then it may not be good. Should have made up more, but you know, I don't like to make up too much. You don't want to do too little either, because it'll get kind of. I'm gonna use my hands on this because I need to hurry it up. I don't know why I have it on those things. I don't need it on those things. Oh, and by the way, I mentioned my workshops. If you're in my membership, the workshops are included. So, there's that. You know, I try to do a workshop every quarter, about every 3 months or something like that. Ooh, I think I had just enough. The other tray that I have is that black tray. Y'all remember the silver tray I painted black? And I guess I'll just have to make up some more resin. Sometimes I wish I had my toothpicks down here. That's what I like to use in order to get any little thing out of there. Y'all can't see it probably, but they're little bitty, just like, looks like little pieces of lint or something, you know. But again, it's me being anal. If you go to a store and see anything that's resined, they're not perfect. As hard as you try to get it, it's not always going to get that way. But I like to try. Going to hit it with the heat gun one more time and be done. Blow it into those little crevices. Blow it around to the side. Oh. That's on the transfer. Oh, Verla, yeah, that's what I made it for, actually, is to put in a bathroom. You know, like for your perfumes or your jewelry or something. I think it's just really, really pretty. Now, I usually have, you know, a little bit left. If, you know, you see a little spot, look how kept overworking that spot. That will kind of level itself out. But again, same thing. I'll kind of watch it, look at it, and if little bubbles pop up, I will hit it again with my heat gun. But that looks a lot better than it did. It had little divots in it, like little bitty divots. I don't see any divots. I do see just a tiny few like lint areas. It looks like something's in it, but again, I'll just keep working on it. It's always good to have a good light, because I always go around and look at it. All right, so that's it, y'all. I've used like 6 gloves. Glubs, as my daughter used to call them. All right, so there it is. Let me just, oh, I don't know how to go with the, isn't that cool? I love that. I love that transfer too, and I love this tray. This tray, by the way, is an iFlex tray. And let me put my link for that in here as well. Because these are so pretty. And there's a couple of trays, actually. So Paint Couture has this. These. Okay. For the tray, I'm going to put... for the tray. I don't know if that even did right. It may not have. I don't see where it... Oh, wait. That's the wrong one. Hello. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Because I'm out of these, but... I'll give you my affiliate link. Oh, I gave you the wrong thing. Hold on. Is that it? I guess that's it. So there's another tray that has been out of stock, but it is back in stock. So again, it's iFlex. So this is for all paint products, and it's where, you know, I use a lot of Paint Couture products. So this is iFlex wood products. So the tray is in this link, and then, like I said, and there's another really pretty tray that has a bow on it. It's really pretty. Let's see. Oh, I got this stuff all over me. This is my, all right, and one last thing, y'all. This is for my membership. Okay, now, just check it out. Look through it, see if it's something you're interested in. Again, we do 2 projects a month, but if you click that link, it'll have all the information you want, and I'm sending out emails, I'm answering questions, and maybe I should get some of my creative junkies on here with me to talk about it. So anyway, y'all, that's it. That's resin. If you have any further questions, go ahead and pop them in here. I'll come back and answer them for sure. And we're just going to let these harden, and I'll post pictures when they're done. All right? Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your